Hey, 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 me and the Indian here. Yeah, we make a good pair, don't we? Yeah, check it out. Woo! Hey, this video, I'm adding this at the end to put in the beginning of this video, which is right now. Hello, everybody. A little bit of, wow, troubles this week. No drama, nothing major, just a water leak that I kept fixing and having to fix over and over, and a deer died and must have got hit by a car when I was gone for a few days and ended up in the yard and made a icky spot and buzzards all over and sheesh. So it's not been a very productive week, but it's always an excellent week up here in the mountains. Okay, if you've been following along, I had seen online, actually on YouTube, that there's a way to use the power of siphoning to get water to go up a hill. And I don't know if it's actually going to work, but I thought I'd try it since I have all the pieces. So I'm making a stand. I'm going to take that barrel behind me and I'm going to see if I can siphon water out of the river or the creek and use it. See if I can make it go uphill. I don't know if it's really going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Here we go. I'm filling this tank up with water, and then I'm going to see if when I open the bottom valve, if it'll have enough suction to siphon water from down there up to here. We'll see. I've got the drain open, the tank is draining, and I'm seeing if I can siphon water out of this bucket, which would be about 3 feet up to the tank from here on up. And I need to go 3 or 4 times that far. And after a few minutes, I decided it's not working. So I might have an air leak. Well, I'll come back to this. It's not working right now. I'll figure it out or try something else. What's next? Well, after being gone for a few days, I come back to the cabin and there's a dead deer in the yard. Must have got hit by a car. Let me clean that mess up. Yeah, George would love to roll around in the muck that was left over where that deceased deer was lying and the buzzards were feasting. But I couldn't let that happen, so I covered it up with tin, cardboard, plywood, and everything else I could until I get a chance to do a better job with maybe some hay. But, so here I am the next morning, and I look out the window and the buzzards are back, and look at this rascal. He's like, right on my rail. He's like, boy, they're a funny looking ugly bird, ain't they? Oh, man. Good morning. Crazy day in the mountains. What a way to wake up. Trees full of buzzards. Yikes. I've been avoiding letting George out of his kennel because I know when he spots this, I kept him from it. When he spots where that buzzard was, he's going to want to roll in it. I don't know why dogs do that, but he does. I don't want them to because that's too gross. I gotta clean it up. Let's check out the buzzards in the tree. Yeah, that's just crazy. What a dreary, weary, creepy, foggy buzzard morning. What you gonna do? Sun is just kind of a glare behind a bunch of thick, foggy clouds. Well, that sure was interesting. That still surprises me. There's still buzzards hanging around. I see two over there and one over there. They kind of moved out of the yard, but crazy. My chore for today is to fix this broken water. I mentioned last week that we had some friends come up and we were going to have them stay in the tiny house, but the water had froze over the winter, even though I thought I had it covered and insulated and drained. So I guess that's where I'm going to be. This time I'm going to do a little different. I think I'm going to put me a drain really low, like a spigot, and that way I can totally drain the lines, I think. I don't know. I'll have to go get parts. Those crazy buzzards are still hanging around. Hey, the soup kitchen is closed. All right, I cleaned up all my ends of the used pipe with purple cleaner. And let me slap this thing together and show you what I got. Though I had that thing insulated and wrapped really good, I thought. I even built a box around it, but it froze. So this time I put it back together with a drain really low. It'll second as an outside water spigot, but I don't need one because I have one just a few feet away. But I'm hoping that I can drain the lines better this time. We'll see. All right, let's see if I failed or succeeded. Water on. Nope, she's still broken up in the wall. Oh boy, all that for nothing. So this was all replaced here. Turns out that up above here, up in here, that pipe is split too. So back to the drawing board. Oh well, nice job for tomorrow. Well, another beautiful day in the mountains. A few days have passed. I'm ready to get back on that plumbing. After I fixed it, it still had more leaks up above where I fixed it up in the wall. So I'll see if I can remedy it. Let's get it. So I had done the repair about right here at the bottom of this board, but above, up in here, it was still cracked. Okay, one more time I put it back together. I'll let it dry for about an hour, and hopefully this time we'll have the problem solved. You got the zoomies again? Woo! That dog is crazy. Is that some good weed? It's got some good weed going on. What are we gonna do with him, Jan?
I don't know.
The sun in your eyes?
Yeah.
Well, good morning. Breakfast time here at the cabin. Time to go out and check the game camera. Another awesome day in the neighborhood, right? Let's go. Oh, it is sprinkling out. So it's rainy again. It's always rainy, rainy, rainy. Gosh, the flowers, the wildflowers are looking cool. They're just coming up all over, looking better and better all the time. Ooh, that's a nice bundle. Almost looks store-bought. George, what do you think? Woo! Whoa, he's crazy. I think I'm gonna get some hay today so I can move that tin where the nasty was. It's been about a week now. think we had some visitors. I hope it was deer. Let's see. Well, there we go. A little button buck and a friend. And Rocky raccoon. I can see the little head sticking out of that bluebird box. Turns out they were not purple martins, but tree swallows. Huh, I'm learning every day. What did you eat now? Uh-huh. Poor little feller. All right, now it's time to see if I actually fixed the water this time or not. Ooh. Here we go. Again. It's still leaking. It looks like the joint didn't work. Oh, that, I must admit, that's a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Looks like the tank is filling up. The on the wall toilet tank. Since I don't have the heart to cut a hole in the wall to do this repair the right way yet, I'm going to try this stuff called PVC epoxy, and I'm going to see if I can get it good and dry. It's supposed to be a decent fix for a very small leak, and it is a very small leak. The glue just squeezed out around the top of that fitting right there. Other option, if this PVC epoxy doesn't work, is to move the bed, cut a hole in the wall, because that pipe, that plumbing comes through the floor, through the wall right here, and then goes over here. So I'm going to have to get in, cut a hole in there, and replace that pipe. There's no way I can get that fitting off and redo it, so it has to be cut from the top, pushed all the way through, and start all over. But before I do that, I am going to try the epoxy. Oops, I left the light on. Can't really finish my staining with this kind of weather, but we'll get it eventually. We're going to go get that epoxy, and I'm going to get some straw so I can move this tin and put some grass seed out. That's a lot of growth. That's, in a couple of weeks, this thing has grown. Gosh, that's almost 2 feet. Crazy. Not just that one, but all of them. This has been an amazing growth season for these white pines. Gosh, when I got them, they were this big. Now they're like 8 foot tall. Boom, pine cones. That's cool. That one's barely 6 foot tall.
Okay, good morning everybody. Almost noon. Going to the store again, but this time Kevin's driving.
It happens every once in a while.
Anybody recognize that? Highlander Pottery.
Gallery?
Oh, is it gallery? Yeah, gallery. But they do have pottery there.
Nice wood carvings too.
Going into Brasstown. A couple little shops. Okay, so went to Lowe's, went to Ingalls. Now we're on Martins Creek Road, going towards Brasstown Beef, because we are needing some meat for their freezer. Oop, bumpy road. It's a real bumpy road. Why is this road so bumpy? be?
I don't know. Not like driving through the mountains. All right. We made it, Jan. Brasstown beef.
Yep.
Yummy.
There we go.
Okay. For my leak, I'm going to try this JB Weld for PVC, 3900 PSI. Let's see if it works. So this little tube is spiral twisted, and the stuff goes around and around and mixes the A and the B together. So it's all done by the time it comes out the end. So I broke the tip off. Now I'm going to put this one on. Yeah, there we go. Now, as you shoot it on up, both things come up. I'm going to give her a shot. All right, I applied a generous portion to the top of that fitting where it was leaking. Somehow the glue got stretched out when I put it together. So if this don't work, then I have to cut a hole in the wall up above and fix it that way. But I'm hoping this will work. I believe it said 20 minutes. I'll give it a good hour before I turn the water on, or two. And we'll see. Maybe this will be the end of it.
Don't waste away, you're here for a reason.
Well, for the third time, I fixed the leak, this time with the JB Weld, and I'm going to turn the water on. It's been a couple hours. I'm going to see if I got it fixed or not. Here we go again. Number 3. Still dripping. The super JB Weld did not work. Huh. Okay. Well, I know what's next. What's next is I got to cut a hole in the wall. I got to take that pipe out, and I got to fix it the right way. And oh well. Another day, another job. Hey, I worked on that water leak, and it wouldn't be. I couldn't fix it. I didn't fix it. Always something wrong. And but you know what? That's the way we got to do. We just got to keep going. Don't get discouraged. Just keep on keeping on, right? That's right. Right, Chief? You heard him. He said, yep. Thanks for coming along. Catch you on the next one.